Chapter 1. 4 weeks earlier. When the hotel spa opens at 7, I am there, my bikini under my clothes, ready to swim. I see no one but the man behind the desk, who smiles warmly and hands me a fluffy white towel before going back to his newspaper. The floor is dark marble, with a decking pathway leading to the pool to stop you slipping. I pass showers with heads the size of dinner plates. The areas are separated from one another by bamboo screens. It all feels hugely luxurious. 1,000,000 splendid miles from my messy little terraced house at home. The warm air cossets me like a duvet. Everything is perfect. I have never been to a spa before. Now I never want to leave. I hope no one will notice that I am an imposter. I am not the kind of woman who comes to a place like this, yet I am doing, I think, a reasonable job of pretending to be one. Simply being a Westerner seems to be good enough. I stand in front of a mirror in the changing area. It is dimly and flatteringly lit, and if I toss my hair back and pose in a certain way, I can make myself look like the person I want to be. I can pass for a confident traveller who is here on her own because she likes it that way. At least the divorce has made me lose weight. I had my hair coloured before I came away, and now I see that my disguise is adequate for the moment. No one will look at me and guess that I am petrified of everything. It is, though, unusual for a woman in her late 30s to be wandering around Asia on her own, so perhaps an observer might briefly wonder what has brought me here. I do not look like a middle-class drunk, a comically inadequate wife, a badly dressed mother who turns up at the school gates too late and who has to go and find her daughter sitting mortified in the office. No school office staff would wrinkle their noses at the smell of lunchtime wine coming off this woman. No husband would declare himself bored senseless by her stupid behaviour. Rather than having a window, the pool is open to the outside world, high up where no one could possibly see in. I am on the second floor up here, and all that is visible is a few clouds and some treetops. The air is steamy and hot. I test the pool's water with a toe. Predictably, it is gorgeously warm. Soon I am ploughing up and down, counting so that I can make sure I have done it 20 times before I allow myself to succumb to the massaging jets that ring the pool's fringes. Then I try each of them in turn. The jacuzzi, the overhead shower with its magical water pressure that pummels my shoulders when I stand below it, the shelf to lie down on, just below the pool's surface, where hundreds of little jets spring up below and pound the body with a surprising force. I lounge in the steam room for 10 minutes and wonder whether I could forget the grand plan and the paradise beach and spend the full 3 weeks right here. I sit down to breakfast, calmer than I have been for years. I now understand why women rush to spas squealing about pampering, a word that has always been guaranteed to lead me directly into homicidal rage. I would still rather poke my eyes out with the serious-looking fruit knife in front of me than be pampered. But I can now see the appeal of the spa. It is a hugely indulgent misappropriation of the world's water and energy resources, but I cannot help loving it. And that is why humanity is doomed, encapsulated in one idle thought. It is easy now to convince myself that I am enjoying the freedom of being alone. With the guidebook propped open under the edge of my plate, I work to renew my motivation to leave the city and head, tomorrow morning, towards the island. On the island, the sea will be my spa.